Stop scrolling. This fruit went into surgery, and what the doctors found inside is absolutely crazy. The video starts with a group of innocent-looking fruits, but suddenly one of them is placed on a real surgical table. The doctors put on their gloves, prepare the instruments, and get ready for a completely unexpected operation. Then a red fruit is brought in, and the moment the doctor starts examining it, its face changes with fear. A tiny injection goes in, the operation begins, and everyone waits to see what could possibly be hiding inside. But then wait! What is that? The doctors discover something strange inside the fruit, and suddenly this simple checkup turns into a full-blown emergency. The scene quickly switches to another patient, and this time the doctors are preparing a scan. The fruit looks nervous as it enters the machine, completely unaware that the scan is about to reveal a shocking secret. Then we see another fruit on the operating table, while the medical team carefully works around it. Instruments are everywhere. The doctors are moving quickly, and something is clearly being removed from inside. But the biggest surprise comes when a tiny character suddenly appears during the operation. How was that even inside the fruit? And just when you think the surgery is finally finished, another patient arrives. This one is hiding an even stranger secret. The doctor picks up a syringe. The fruit starts panicking, and the needle moves closer. But what happens after the injection is something you definitely won't expect. The injection is in, but this fruit is about to reveal a secret nobody expected. The doctor carefully prepares the syringe, while the nervous fruit tries to stay still. But the moment the injection goes in, everything changes. The medical team immediately gets to work, and the patient is taken for a full scan. Then boom, the scanner reveals something strange inside. The doctors rush back to the operating table and prepare their instruments. A watermelon is brought in next, and it looks like this patient already knows something is wrong. The doctor carefully examines it before moving on to another dark-colored fruit. A syringe appears, the needle gets closer, and the fruit looks absolutely terrified. But the strangest part comes when the doctors start preparing something that looks more like a laboratory experiment than a normal surgery. Then we suddenly see a frying pan, and something tiny is cooking inside. Is this another hidden surprise from the operation? Before we can figure it out, the doctors return to the operating table and begin removing something from a pink fruit. They pull out a strange object piece by piece, and the fruit looks completely shocked. But wait, that's not the end. The next patient is a giant watermelon, and this time a phone is brought into the operating room. The doctor holds it up, almost as if they're about to make a shocking discovery.
Wait, this orange is not alone. The doctor takes a closer look and suddenly discovers the teeny orange hiding right beside the giant one. Everyone freezes for a moment because this little fruit is unbelievably small. But before anyone calls celebrate, another patient is rushed onto the table. This time it's a giant fruit with a nervous face, and the doctor immediately starts checking its stomach. The scanner moves across the surface, and suddenly a strange shape appears on the screen. What is that moving inside? The doctor grabs the surgical tools and carefully begins the operation. The fruit starts shaking as the doctor reaches deeper, and then pop. Something teeny comes out. The medical team quickly grabs it, and everyone realizes it's another miniature fruit baby. But the craziest part is that there seems to be more than one. Another teeny baby appears, followed by another, and suddenly the operating table is surrounded by little colorful fruits. The giant parents looks completely exhausted, but then stares at the babies with a huge smile. But there's no time to relax, because the next patient arrives with an even stranger problem. A giant fruit is placed under the scanner, and the image immediately reveals something enormous inside. The doctor looks shocked. The assistant rushes over, and the fruit starts spinning. Something is about to come out, and nobody in the room knows what it is. The operation begins. The instrument moves closer, and then the doctor pulls out the hidden objects. But the second they see it, everyone goes silent. And what happened next, Cloud?